Can you hear that? A better world is coming, where children can choose their own path, and girls like me aren't held back just for being girls. No more child marriage, no more street harassment, no more staying quiet, no more. It's already happening. We're being seen and heard. We're taking control of our bodies. We're learning about our rights. We're rebuilding our lives after a crisis. We're making a better future for ourselves. But we can't stop now. We won't stop now. What do we all want? To transform the lives of 100 million girls like me by 2022. It'll take all of us working harder than ever, but it is possible. This is our movement. This is our moment. To create lasting equality in our communities and across our countries. So children are born into a fairer world, where girls and boys can use their talent and energy to make things better for future generations. Each new voice makes us stronger. Are you with us?
The Supporting Adolescent Girls Education Program, SAGE, is a comprehensive initiative to ensure that highly marginalized out-of-school adolescent girls aged between 10 and 19 have improved learning outcomes and can transition to education, training, or employment. The project works with local communities and the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education in ways that will enable communities to sustain their learning hubs after the end of the project, and for these hubs to be recognized within the mainstream education system.
SAGE project, it really stands for Supporting Adolescent Girls Education. It is an education initiative which is being supported by UKAID through their Girls Education Challenge flagship program. And we're implementing it as Plan International together with our other partners, including Women Empowerment Trust, AWET, Christian Blind Mission, CBM, Open University from the UK, Econet. Basically, this is an education initiative which is being implemented under the Department of Non-Formal Education within the Ministry of Education. And with this program, we are supporting hardest to reach adolescent girls who are between the ages of 10 to 19. And these are girls whom I can say they've never been to school, or they have been to school but they dropped out before reaching grade 5 or from grade 5 and below. So basically, in terms of supporting them, what we really want to do is that these girls are supported to attain basic education, which will enable them to function in their communities and to participate effectively in their communities, be it at leadership positions or be it anywhere where their voices may need to be heard. In this program, one thing we have realized and noted is that these girls are not the same. They are not the same. They are not a homogeneous group. So we have taken a deliberate effort to try and identify girls from within that bracket we are saying hardest to reach, were between the ages of 10 to 19, to say who are usually left behind when programs come in communities. And in this program, we are targeting what we call subgroups of girls from within that bracket. And these include girls with disabilities, girls who are married or with children but not in marriages, girls from ethnic minority groups, girls from apostolic communities. So we have taken a deliberate effort to say, as we are rolling out this program in communities, let us be deliberate and focus on those girls who normally are left behind when such programs come in their communities. And in this program, we are not only supporting the girls to be able to attain the basic literacy and numerous levels, but for them to be able to transition to the next level of their life. That is we have defined about 4 pathways that we are defining a successful transition pathway. The first one being going back to school, so we're supporting them to attain basic education, gain the confidence to go back to formal school. The second aspect is supporting them to go back to vocational training. Should they want to pursue with vocational skills training, we are also supporting them to move to that, to pursue that pathway. And the third and fourth, it really speaks to issues of self-employment or employment. We're implementing the project in about 11 districts, which I will say from Manicaland, we're in Mutasa, we're in Chimanimani, and we're in Mutare Rural. Then here in Harare, we're in Heathcliff, Epworth, and Harare South. In Motoko, we are in Motoko. Then in Blawayo, we are in Reigate, Kami, and Imbizo. Then in Mat South, we are in Bulilima. So this is what I can say briefly in terms of what SAGE program is all about and what we intend to be supporting the girls that we are actually working with in our program.
Working across 11 districts of Zimbabwe, a consortium of diverse partners will focus on providing high-quality, accelerated non-formal education in accessible, girl-friendly community-based learning hubs. Recently, we visited some of the learning hubs in Bulilima, Matabeleland South to get their stories firsthand, learn on how they joined the program, as well as how the program has helped giving them a new lease of life.
Ngineminyaka engu-20, ekhaya sihlala singu-6. Ngihlala lo mamazala lo mkami labazukulu abangu-2. Okwenza ngangena kuhlelo lweSAGE yikuthi ngama izifundo ngisasephansi. So ngazo kuthiwa khona kuyabhaliswa kuhlelo lweSAGE amankazana afuna ukufunda izifundo. Ngase ngibuya lami ngazobhalisa kuhlelo lweSAGE.
Ekhaya sihlala singu-7, ngihlala lo baba umama watshona. Ngayekela isikolo ngo-2012 kungenxa yokuthi umama wayesetshonile onguye wayembhadalela. Lokhu kwanzisa ubuhlungu kakhulu. Ngahlala ekhaya ngabe ngithengisela abanye imibhida ukuba ngikwanise ukuzincedisa lami empilweni.
Ngineminyaka 13 years. Ngayekela isikolo grade 3. Ngayekeliswa ukuthi ngiyisemphathekile.
Ngathola umntwana. Ngomntwana over 2017. Then lami ngabona ukuthi ngahlala ekhaya ke umntwana wami wakhula. Ngo-2019 ngazokuthiwa kulo hlelo lweSAGE olubuya lufundisa abantwana. Lami ngalujabulela kakhulu ngoba ukufunda ngangikufuna vele ngesikhathi esiningi kakhulu. So lami ngahamba ngabuya ngazobhalisa khonapha njengabaningi. Ngabhalisa abangani bami ngathi asihambeni siyebhalisa abanye bayala.
Isikhathi ngingakajoyini uhlelo lweSAGE kwakungihlupha ngoba ngangahambi esikolo, so ngambona ngani impilo yami siphelele khwaphana ukuba ngihleze ekhaya kwakungemphathi kahle. Kodwa kuthe sokufikile usuku ukuthi ngibuye ngizojoyina abanye kuSAGE kwangijabulisa kakhulu ngoba ngangikwazi ukuthi izifundo zami sezizaqhubekela phambili.
Mina ngathi ngihlezi nje ekhaya ngazwa kuthiwa khona kulolunye uhlelo olungenileyo kuthiwa yiSAGE olukhayele ngamankazana angaqedisanga izifundo zawo zesikolo. So ngase ngisuka lami ngazojoyina. Kwangijabulisa kakhulu ngoba ngase ngicabanga kwase kufikile emqondweni nami ukuthi leli sokulithuba lami lesibili lezifundo. Njengoba ngangaqedisanga izifundo zami. Mina indaba yeSAGE ngayizwisa ngoba ngayisenhleze ekhaya ngingasafundi. Ngezwe kuthiwa kuyabhaliswa. Ngabe ngisiya kumama uMabhebhe ngafika ngambuza wase ngichazela kahle. Ngabe sengibuya ngazobhalisa ukuba lami ngiqhubekela phambili ngezifundo njoba ngase ngehlulekile umama esetshonile ngasakwanisa ukuqhubekela phambili.
The Supporting Adolescent Girls Education Program, SAGE, is being funded by the United Kingdom Aid, UK Aid, and is part of the UK Department of International Development's flagship Girls Education Challenge. The program is being implemented by Plan, working in conjunction with the Department of Non-Formal Education under the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education and in partnership with Apostolic Women Empowerment Trust, Econet, Open University UK, and Christian Blind Mission to roll out the project with such an array of implementing partners. How is the SAGE program contributing to the education sector of Zimbabwe?
In terms of contribution to the education sector, basically I can say we are contributing to two key main key result areas within the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education. The first one is around access to education. What we have done is to establish about 88 community centers across those 11 districts that I've mentioned. These are community centers where we are bringing the education support to the girls at their doorsteps, where they're accessing this form of support. So by that way, we have managed to have an enrollment of close to 5,000 girls who are currently enrolled in the program, and that actually contributes to ensuring that there's inclusive and equitable access to education. So we are supporting the ministry through that strand. Then the second aspect is around quality education. Whilst we are providing this and setting up these community education centers, we are working with volunteers, and these volunteers are people who are retired teachers or trained teachers who are not yet in service, who are actually delivering the actual learning to the girls in these learning hubs, the 88 centers that I've said, that I've mentioned. So in terms of contributing to ensuring that there is quality learning, this is one aspect that we are also doing in terms of working with people who are trained on that aspect as per the Ministry of Education policies. Beyond that, we are also providing them with learning, teaching and learning materials. These are the workbooks which the girls that we are working with are actually making use of, and the support materials for the educators that are actually part of the program who are supporting the girls in terms of delivering the lessons at community level. So in terms of quality education, I think that's what I can say in terms of having people who are professionally trained delivering lessons, and also who are going through what I term continuous professional development training or ongoing training, so that they're able to support the girls in the center, at the centers.